friends. So today we are going to be drawing Pintsize the Pig from Pigs Might Fly. So what you're going to need if you want to draw along with me is a bit of paper of any kind. You can use the back of an envelope or a receipt, anything like that. And also something to draw with. I'm going to be using some coloured pencils, but you can use whatever you find around the house. So I've gone for sort of a dusky pink colour, more of a light pink colour, and then this is a greyish sort of tone as well. Now you'll notice I don't have a rubber. I don't tend to draw too much with rubbers, particularly if I'm sketching stuff out or coming up with character ideas, because I think sometimes you get too obsessed with having it really perfect, but I think you get some really nice movement when you just go in wrong and strong straight away. So I'm going to start off with my dusky pink colour, and the first thing that I'm going to draw is a donut. Now, I don't know if you know this, but pigs are made up of lots and lots of donuts, and I'm going to prove that to you today. So our first donut shape is going to be here. So we've got a nice big circle and then a smaller one in the middle. And then we're going to come out from the side. This is going to be Pintsize's body coming out now. So I'm going to do a nice line and then a lovely curve for his bum. And then we're going to come down to the bottom. And then first off, because Pintsize is going to be flying in our picture here, his legs aren't going to be just standing up straight. They're going to be throwing themselves out to the side as if he is falling or flying downwards here. So we've got one leg coming out there, and then on the other side we're going to do a couple over here. So we're going to have one sticking out there. We're going to come along a little bit and then have another one sticking out here, and then we're going to join these two bits together. So here we go with our lovely piggy tummy. Okay, so next up we are going to add our ears. And again, because Pintsize is sort of falling a little bit or flying a little bit, his ears are going to be sticking out to the side as if air is coming from underneath them. So we're going to have a lovely raindrop kind of shape over here, just like that. And then on this side, we're just going to have sort of the same thing, but because it's coming from the other side of his head, it's going to stick out like that, almost like a raindrop again behind the head. So now it's time to draw some more donuts, and for this we're going to swap to a different colour. You really don't have to use the same ones that I've got here. You can have a lovely rainbow pig, you could have whatever colours that you fancy, or you could just go black and white as well. So we've got another two circles, and then we're going to turn them into our mini donuts like this. Delicious, big donut and two smaller ones. And then I'm going to colour in the donut holes, and you can hopefully guess what these are. These are for Pintsize's eyes. We're going to give him a lovely little smile as well, because he's very excited to be flying. And also on the snout here, we're going to do two nostril holes. Okay, so we're looking good so far. Next up, we're going to add our trotters. So we've got our legs sticking out here, and all I do for this is kind of add a little rectangle, but imagine someone's taking a little bite out of it. So just like that, and then the same on the other legs that we can see. Great. And then, of course, up here we need our piggy tail, and I have found that the best way to do this is to snort at the same time. So if you'd like to try that with me, well, here we go, 1, 2, 3. Perfect, great. Right, so now it's just time for one little more detail before we start colouring in, and that's going to be Pintsize's eyebrows. He's kind of shocked to be flying, to be honest, and also very excited. So we're going to have some nice surprised eyebrows coming up the top here. Now the colours that I'm going to use to colour in, I'm going to use the darker pink for the ears and for his snout as well. And then I'm going to use my lighter pink for the rest of the body. And I feel like by the end of this, we're all going to have very sore hands from colouring in. So here we go. Now, I was saying earlier that pigs are made up of lots of donuts, but I think because Pintsize is such a sort of bubbly, excitable, fun, bouncy character, it makes sense that we've got lots of rounded shapes, lots of circles and then rounded corners and things like that to show that excitement and kind of bumbling around as well. Often when you're drawing characters, you'll think about their personalities, and that might affect the way that you choose to draw them. So for Pintsize, he's nice and rounded because of his personality. Right, so ears are coloured in, snout is coloured in. Now it's time, oh actually I think I'm going to, just before I put this pencil down, give him some nice rosy cheeks as well. There we go. Now I could at this point choose whatever colours to colour him in, but I'm going to go for my light pink since I've got it here. And as I say, I think this is going to be a lot of colouring. So I hope that you like watching colouring, or that you're doing it at the same time. That would be wonderful. So we're just going around here. Just like I said earlier, when you're drawing, not using a rubber can be quite fun sometimes, so you don't feel like you have to do things perfectly. And I think when you're colouring in as well, you often want to just keep in the lines. I think it can really add some of that character if you do go over the line sometimes, or leave gaps, things like that. I'm going to leave a little gap around the mouth there, so it stands out even more. And then we've got Pintsize's face coloured in, and now it is time for the big old body. So here we go. There we go. So we've got our pig. Just to give a bit more of that impression of flying, I'm going to do some sort of movement lines coming from the side as well. And there you have it. There is our pint size flying through the sky. I hope you enjoyed drawing along today. I would love to see any pint sizes that you've drawn at home. So please do feel free to show us on social media, because we would love to see it. And have a lovely time drawing pigs.